The 5-3 LA Rams are at home this week after taking last week off, hosting the 6-2 Seattle Seahawks, whose defense seemed to take last week off.
Wide open, end zone, touchdown Buffalo Bills!
Seattle allowed J.Allen to throw for over 400 yards against them, 3 TDs, no picks, 138.5 passer rating allowed, and over 10 yards per attempt allowed.
Gabriel Davis, just short.
No team in football has given up more passing yards per game than the Seahawks, rating allowed in the mid-90s now, over 8 yards per attempt, a completion percentage near 70.
Another big play from Allen to Diggs.
What do all those numbers mean for Jared Goff? The last time we saw him, he didn't look so great.
Goff was under pressure, the pass is picked off!
Goff has had somewhat of a roller coaster type season though, because while he's had some gutter balls here and there, he's also thrown his fair share of strikes.
Off the plate fake to the end zone, wide open is Robert Woods.
It's also worth noting the Rams' offense isn't overly dependent on his arm anymore, as they use their running back by committee approach effectively. 4.4 yards a run, top 10 in rushing yards per game.
Picks up a first down.
The Hawks, meantime, are much better against rushing attacks compared to passing ones. Under 4 yards a carry for the season, the Bills not even able to muster that against them last week.
Stood up and then brought down by Dunlap eventually.
The Seahawks' own run game didn't do much of anything either. The lack of Chris Carson or even Carlos Hyde bringing their normally potent rushing attack to a grinding halt.
And the handoff to D.J. Dallas, and the Bills smother him in a hurry.
And that, in turn, made things tough on Russell Wilson, who had his second multi-pick game of the season.
Throws for the end zone, and it's intercepted!
When Seattle runs the ball just 17 times, it means Wilson is having to try and cook up too many meals on his own. And that's not really Pete Carroll football.
Pass is picked off at the 30. It's the third Buffalo takeaway today.
Now, Wilson did his best to play catch-up. He came close to 400 yards passing and still added 2 more TD passes to his league-leading total.
Touchdown Seahawks! David Moore!
But he's facing an even tougher D this week than he did last week. LA has given up the second fewest passing yards per game and are top 10 in rating allowed.
Back of the end zone, and it's intercepted!
And they can get after a QB. A.Donald with 9 sacks, the team with one of the higher sack totals in the NFL.
Will they roll it a fumble? They do.
Donald has plenty of experience chasing Russ down too, and Seattle has had a bit of an issue keeping him upright. 5 more sacks last week added to a figure that was already on the wrong side of the sack ledger sheet.
Wilson's hit hard. He was looking to throw it.
But Wilson isn't in the MVP conversation for nothing. He's more than capable of a big rebound. AD and the Rams, that's right. He was here in LA first, Anthony Davis. You can be AD 2.0. But Donald and his mates know if they come out the victors, the NFC West takes on a very different feel. So who wins it? This one should be a good one, so expecting to see a lot of predictions in the comments section. We only have so much space to work with, so we'll keep our predictions to the following 6.
It's 4th and 5 for Wilson. The pass is caught and into the end zone. DK Metcalf.
Woods in motion. And this is Woods who took the handoff and takes it in for a Rams touchdown.